morning, boys and girls. Today's lesson will be about finding greatest common factor. We will start off the lesson by doing a math drill. I know that a lot of you are familiar with the math drill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you guys 25 different multiplication tables. And you guys are going to have 2 minutes. I will set the 2-minute alarm. And you guys will try to figure out as many as you can within that 2 minutes. Once completing, we will go over them as a group. You have 2 minutes starting now. Okay, boys and girls, did everyone get to finish all their multiplication charts? Good job. Let's see if they're correct now. Okay, what we saying, I'll be saying the answers, and you guys too could say them out loud with me. We're going to say them vertically, okay? So let's do 5 times 0, 0, 30, 10, 35, 18, 80, 45, 40, 64, 30, 21, 0, 0, 108, 0, 24, 80, 63, 35, 45, 10, 22, 16, 88, and the last one, 9 times 2 is 18. Good job. How did everyone do? Did we all get them? Great job, guys. Reason why we're doing our multiplication tables is because to find greatest common factor, we're going to need to know our multiplication tables. So I just wanted to refresh you guys because I know all of you know your multiplications by heart. So I just wanted to give you guys a little refreshment of what we're going to do today. So let's start off and let's do some problems about finding greatest common factor. We're going to do a couple of them and then I'm going to assign about 4 or 5 to do on your own. Let's start off with 10 and 30. As you guys notice, I have 2 different numbers. What we are to do with these numbers is find the greatest common factor. So what we could do is make a T-chart. So we make our T-chart, we put the 10 on this side, the 30 on the other side. So what we are to do now is we're going to find the multiplications for each number. So 10, we have 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Do we have anything else other than that? We have 5 times 2, but since we already have 2 times 5, we don't write it again. So to make sure that we have completed, we do a U, meaning that is it. So let's do the 30. We have 1 times 30, 2 times 15. What is that? 3 times 10. Do we have anything else? No. So we complete it. Oh wait, we do have something else. What is the other one that we have? 5 times 6. Correct. Okay, so since we see that we already have a 5 and our next number would be 6, we don't have to write it again. So that means our U is complete. So now what you're going to have to do is write your factors underneath. So you're going to do 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Just like that. And we do the same thing for the 30. We do 1 and 30. And then we do 2 and 15. Because we're checking them off over here. And then we have 3 and 10. And then we have 5 and 6. It's a little bit gap, so what I would suggest is to write it apart. So what we have here now is we're going to find which one's the greatest number. We both have 1s, we have 2s, we have 5, but we also have a 10. So what is our greatest common factor? 10. Correct. Let's do another one. Let's do another quick one. Okay, let's do 20 and 15. Once again, what do we start off by doing? Our T-chart. There we go. So we do our 20 on this side, our 15 on the opposite side. So we start off again, 1 times 20. 2 times 10. Can 3 times something will give us 20? Of course not. So our next number would be 4. So now 4 times what will give us 20? 4 times 5. Correct. And since we already have our 5, we know that we'd stop there. So we completed our U. Okay? So now we have 15. We have 1 times 15. Can 2 times something give us 15? No. Okay. How about, let's go with 3. Can 3 times something give us 15? No. Or can it? Yeah, of course, because it's 3 times 5. A lot of you will get confused because you think 3 times what will give us 15, but then you think of the 5s and you come up with 5 times 3. It's the same thing. It's just that we're going 3 times 15. Okay, can 4 go into 15? No. Can 5? It does, but we already have 3 times 5. So our U is complete. So once again, we write our factors underneath. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Okay, so now we do the 15. We have 1 and 15, 3 and 5. So now we find our greatest common factor. We have a 1, we don't have a 2, we don't have a 4, we have a 5, we don't have a 10, and we don't have a 20. So our greatest common factor is 5. Good job, everybody. Okay, I'm going to assign you about 3 problems, just so you guys can practice doing. They're simple, not so complicated. So you have simple, guys. 6 and 2. And then you have 12 and 20. And then I'll give you 14 and 18. Take a few minutes to solve these problems in your math journals, and then as a group, we're gonna solve them together. Okay, let's start off with number 1. Did everyone think it was easy? It is, correct. Okay, what's the first thing that we do? Make a T-chart. Good job, Juan. Okay, so let's make our T-chart. Lucy, what goes on this side? 6. Gabriel, what goes on the other side? Our 2. Correct. Okay, so now what's our next step? We find our multiplications. Good job. So we have 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Do we continue? Of course not. Our U completes already because we already have the 3 on this side. Okay, let's have our 2. Would you like to say it? 1 times 2. Is there anything else? That is it. That is it. So now we do our factors in the bottom. And the 1 and a 2. Okay, we have a 1, we have a 2. So our greatest common factor is, Pablo, a 2. Did we find that to be simple? Yes, it's just simple numbers, guys. As long as you know your multiplication tables, greatest common factor will be a piece of cake. But make sure you know your multiplication tables. If you're having difficulties, go home and practice. The same way that I gave you guys a math drill, practice at home. Just do as many multiplication tables as you can, and the ones that you get wrong, just do them 5 times each. Multiplication tables will be the key to any math problems that we ever do. Let's do another one. 12 and 20. 1 times 12. What's the next one? 2 times 6. Do we have something with the 3? We do. Does someone know it? It's 4. Good job. 3 times 4. Can we keep on going? Naitza? No. Why can't we keep on going? Because our 4 is on that side. So our U is complete. Let's do the 20. We have 1 times 2. 1 times 20. Correction. 2 times 10. Can we have a 3? No. Can we have a 4? Yes. 4 times what? Or can we think of it 5 times what? 4 times 5. Since the 5 is on the opposite side, we stop there. Our U is complete. Now let's write the greatest factors. Let's write the factors in the bottom. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Let's do our 20. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. We have a 1, we have a 2, we have a 4, and it looks like that's it. Are we done? Yeah. So our greatest common factor is 4. Okay guys, good job. Okay, if anyone has any further questions, what I will do now is split you guys into groups. So my captains for today will be Leo and Javi. Okay, I'm gonna split up the groups, and what we're gonna do now is play Jeopardy. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of that game, but how it works is that it's an online game, and it has different prizes or different money worth. So like this section would be 10 points, 20, 30. This one will be 100, 200, 300. And this one will be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Right now you'll notice how it works. But what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to split up the groups. Your captains, Leo and Javi, are going to be the voice of the team. So they're going to be the ones to tell me what is the answer. But I expect each and every one of you to work out the problems in your whiteboards and discuss amongst your group your answers. And within your group, you're going to give the answer to your captains, and the captains will tell me the answers. Good job, guys, today. Thank you.